All right, y'all. What's up? I'm in the house with the Chief Party Rocker DJ Mars, world famous, currently on tour
You're
with Usher and Monica, simultaneously doing dates across the United States, plus clubs and other appearances. What's up, Mars?
what up, homeboy?
All right. So here we are. What's up, Butcher? What's up, everybody out there listening? Look, it's another episode of Platters, Discs, and Downloads where I talk to my favorite DJs about both how they got started and what effects and what they look for out there musically. So
Mm.
let's get it started. You're from the East Coast. Tell them where you're from and maybe how you got into hip hop.
I am originally from Springfield, Massachusetts. It's a small to mid-sized city located in Western Mass. We're about 87 miles to the west of Boston, 23 miles to the north of Hartford, probably 120 miles to the north of Bronx, New York, just to give you some geographical map as to where I'm from.
And they're all Patriots fans. They're all Patriots fans. It's Pat City over there.
Nah, but yo, you know what though? On the real, some of my friends, and I know the reason. Some of my friends are Dallas Cowboys fans. Some of them, just have other teams. Because if you remember, like in the '70s, like a lot of the NFL players, they were characters. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very true.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Roger Staubach. Yeah,
Ken Stabler,
yeah,
Walter
you know,
Payton, those guys
yeah,
actually had personalities.
yeah. So as a kid, if you were a kid and you're watching football on college football on Saturdays, you're watching football on Sunday, you fell in love with the character of a team. You know what I'm saying? Like Lyle Alzado, you had the Refrigerator Perry, like you had guys like that. Not to say that there aren't characters in the NFL today, but back then those characters drew you to it, just like wrestling, right? So back then you had Jimmy, you had Don Morocco, you had Superfly Snooker, you had Tony, Superman Tony Atlas. So you drew to the character. So as a kid, you paid attention to the character on the team more so than the team's proximity to your hometown.
It's a fact. So tell me the first songs or records that impacted your musical taste. Like the first, let's say the first record you bought or the first record that really influenced you across genres.
The first record I bought was Planet Rock. Obviously, African band by the Soul Sonic Force. That was the first one. Then I think after Planet Rock, I bought Rocket by Herbie Hancock, and then Sucker MCs, Run DMC. You know what I'm
Did you
saying?
get hip to
So
Rocket because the video, or did you get hip to Rocket because it was getting played?
I don't think it was because of the video. Well, I mean, I saw the video, but I don't think the video is why I bought the record. Because back then you were seeing videos so infrequently. So I can't honestly say that it was the video that pushed me to purchase it. I feel like it was the record itself. Then I saw the video because I actually didn't even like the video, like that weird with
Robotic
the
stuff.
legs. Like I thought that was weird. That was creepy to me as a kid. But the record was hot. The video was weird, dog.
Where'd you
Couldn't do
hear
it.
it? Do you remember where you heard that or where you heard Planet Rock first?
Planet Rock probably in the streets. Same thing. Probably in the streets or college radio. So we had college radio. We didn't have like a Hot 97 or a V103. We didn't have that. We had college radio, and then around us we had like 5 or 6 different stations. We had STCC, um, uh, WAIC, which is American International College. Then you had WMUA, which was UMass Amherst. Then you had Weaver High, this high school in Hartford, Connecticut, had a radio station. And then you had what you call it? You had WMUA. I mean, I'm sorry, WHUS, which is UConn's station out in Storrs, Connecticut. So and then WSCB, Springfield College. So 5 or 6 different stations we used to listen to that at the time was day parting hip hop. So you wouldn't get hip hop 24/7, just like you wouldn't get rock music 24/7. It'd be like a 2-hour block. So hip hop would be on this station Thursday night from 7 to 9, then back again Saturday night 9 to 12. But on this
Right.
station, it'll be Tuesday 2 to 6. In that station, it'll be like a different other day part. When that, so that's what it was. Like we didn't have constant hip hop or R&B on the radio at all.
Amazing. So what got you into DJing? I mean, were there DJs on those stations that influenced you, or did you just become
Def,
interested in DJing?
definitely. So the DJs that the college DJs, I don't. Well, one, I was too young to be going to parties, so I don't know if they were party DJs, but they would have shows on the radio, and it would be a dope host, and then a dope mix show DJ. Um, Now the funny thing is, when me and my friends, we would sneak into the radio station, especially WSCB, which is Springfield College. Um, their system, the way their turntables was set up was weird. Like it wasn't like a traditional mixer. It'll be a turntable over here, a turntable over here, and a big mixing board that I know you're familiar with. So it's a huge mixing board that I actually like. I didn't know what a air quote mixer was. I just saw that and it looked like the mothership. You know what I mean? But now as a DJ, now I know what I know. Looking back at that, it's like, how did they do it with that big ass piece of equipment?
Right. How did you cue something and then do
Yeah,
two different actual pots to fade in? Because you
yeah,
didn't have a crossfader. You had to either bring one down and fade the other one up. And
yeah, it'd be a big old knob. But then I saw some clips of Molly Mall at WBLS, and he was doing the same thing. So he was cutting with it, like yo, that's crazy to me.
yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of cats that even to this day love the knob mixer.
Yeah,
They love doing both knobs or, having a knob that acts as a crossfader. A lot of guys love that.
I ain't one of them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. So back in the day, where did you go for music and how did you find it versus now when the entire context of purchasing music has changed?
Okay, so I would hear it either in the streets or on the college radio, as I said. And then we had two record stores in Spring. Well, we had more than two, but we had two that specialized in servicing hip hop. One of them was Main Music, and the other one was called Uptown Sounds. So that's where I would go to make my purchases. Which was, I mean, I wasn't buying a whole lot of records. Again, Planet Rock, I was 9, 10 years old, so you know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah.
an occasion $3 here, $2, $3 there. And that's what started my record collecting.
Right. And then now has the entire context of record stores have changed. They're really niche things where people go looking for vinyl or specific hard copies of things or items that are related to music. There's a lot more sites like Beatport and Track Source, and a
Yeah,
lot of people just
yeah.
download stuff and capture stuff off the internet. When you find new
Mhm.
music, of course, people probably give you music still, but how
Yeah.
do you find music now? How do you locate it, and how do you accumulate music?
So finding it is very interesting. So finding it now is sometimes I'll just be on Instagram. You strolling through your feed, and a lot of times it's a girl playing a song in the background while she's getting dressed, and it should be grooving. Oh, she rock. Oh, and so then I just pay attention. Okay, if she has chosen this song to represent that moment in her life.
Yeah.
That I'm getting cute, I'm getting dressed. So I say, okay, well, that's a record that 10 times out of 10 she would dance to in the club. So then I go to my source. I use a couple of different downloading sources. YouTube is one of them. Late Night Record Pool is another one, and that's when I would go dig and I would find it and then add it to my site. But uh, I get from the reactionary part of discovering music. I get it from social media.
Got you. Tell me this. What are you looking for outside of that reaction when you hear a record? Like what strikes you the most? And is it a specific artist type or is it a specific style? What are the
It's
things that grab
you,
you?
it's just if it sounds good, like with food, right? Like you eat the food that you like because it tastes good. So
Sure.
this is sounds good. Like you just be strolling through, and then a girl will be playing something, and you like it. You be like, oh, boom, that's what's up, yo. That sounds. She's dancing. I like it. Let me go download it. Or, do the it'd be like an Instagram clip of him. I'm creating the scenario, him
Sure.
driving in his stopped at a light. And then you're like, oh, boom, that sounds good too. What is it? So that's the context. I mean, that's how I would see someone vibing to it. But then I'm listening. Okay, I like that too. So there's no one thing that will make me like a record. It just has to sound good, just like food has to taste good.
Got you. What are the hottest records recently that you've added, and how did you find those records? Is it the same process? What are your hot records right now?
Holy Ray record, Players. Um, I don't know what it's doing nationally, but every girl I talk to likes the record. Every DJ I know plays the record. That's one of them joints I found on social media. Same scenario. Scrolling, someone's playing it. I heard it. Oh, that's dope. Boom. It's rare that I hear a record on the radio. Like I don't discover new music on the radio anymore.
Wow. Dig it. Is it just it's become antiquated for you? Is it because you're in so many different markets?
They don't play new music. Like
I don't want to
like
say it.
yeah,
You said it.
like it's that simple. Like you know what I mean? It's the store that supposed to sell chicken. All they sell is fish. Like you know what I mean? Like they don't play new music, so there's no discovery. Like you're not breaking a record on the radio anymore.
That
That's
doesn't
not
happen.
not to say people don't, because it still works, but overall in its entirety, that's not where I find my new music at. Like by the time it gets there, it's already old in my space.
I can dig it. Shout out to the Butcher, who you may know. The Anatar, or the Antar is on here. And then Akarsh, who's been throwing some hot house music and techno parties here in Atlanta, has also been collaborating with Alley Cat is listening. Sup to all y'all.
Nice.
Um,
Yo,
any labels, artists, promoters that you follow online, or that you recently collaborated with, that you want to give a shout out to, say what's up to?
um, um, man, a lot of it is DJs. Like my man Ted Smooth. I pay attention to what he's doing. I pay attention to what DJ Cash is doing. Um, um, Jazzy Jeff, obviously, because he's still going strong on the live side of things. Um, Collab, no, but study, yes. Those would be the ones that I would say I was definitely would study.
Fantastic. And any introspection or perspective on the modern DJs, and I guess it's like a tidal wave of DJs that have kind of inundated Instagram, Twitch, Facebook. There's so many DJs out there now doing so much. I don't know if there are any that are interesting to you, or it strikes you a certain way. There were a lot less DJs 5 years ago, I guess would be.
Yeah, yeah, I get where you're going. I can't be mad at a person based on their age taking advantage of the technology. If you're 30 and you were born into the age of Serato, I can't be mad at you over that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't born in the world of 8 tracks. You know what I mean? I was born in the world of records. So I can't be mad at someone based on when they were born. Just honor the craft. That's it. Just honor the craft. That would be my thing. Just honor. Other than that, there's nothing I can say. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. But
Just
that's the
honor the
message.
craft.
That's a hell of a message. Also, you
Yeah.
guys, as a side note, you might want to get this book. It's called The Art Behind the Tape. Hold on. I
Yep.
keep mine right by the turntables. This is Mars's book
Rock
that
'em.
documents and also kind of details and takes a lot of stories from DJs who built both their reputation and expanded hip hop through mixtapes.
Yep.
And it talks about how they made them and why
Yep.
they made them, and the kind of the order of the history of the evolution of the mixtape. And it's a super interesting book, and it's
Mm.
got some interesting photography in it too. So you
Yep.
might want to check it out.
Yep. Yep. The art behind the tape. You could purchase it online at artbehindthetape.com.
All right, let's do it. Listen, thanks everybody for listening. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yep.
We'll be doing more of these. Mars is a good friend and a great DJ. definitely follow him. And if you get out to Vegas, check out that Usher
Yes,
residency. Where is it at?
it's at Dolby Live, which is in Park MGM.
We'll be out there. Thanks, everybody. We'll catch you
Yeah.
later. Mars is getting ready to hit the road again. You'll see his intermittent transmissions on Instagram when he's in the airport. That's the best way to catch him.
You'll see one in about 9 hours.
All right,
If
man.
you miss it in 9 hours.
All right, brother. Be safe. Take care. Don't
All
forget
right.
about the tape, the art behind the tape.
Yep.
And
Yep.
check him out when he's here in town in Atlanta at Flip Flop Saturdays. No, Flip Flop Sundays. I'm sorry.
Yep. Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.